Good afternoon, shavers. Today is Tuesday, and what a lovely day it is. Temperature went up quite a bit around here. Sporting the newsboy cap, courtesy of Hatman of Ireland. So, just kind of a little tip of the cap, so to speak, to the Peaky blinders and some of my old school Irish relatives. Today, we are going to be shaving with A&E SoCal Hipster. Kind of a little bit of ironic, you know, some old school looking stuff like this meet young hipster world here. So, I've already got that loaded up on the 24mm brush, and heaven forbid I forgot the star of the party, so to speak. Not to steal that line from the Stallion, because it's not. I'm not stealing it. I got about 3 days of growth going on, so I'm going back to Trusty Rusty. He's my heavyweight beard buster, if you will. So, at any rate, I'm gonna wet the face real quick. Oh, by the way, we do have the matching SoCal Hipster splash. So, gonna wet the face real quick. Grab the PAA cube. Give the face just a little pregame love. And we shall get started. And I'm going to try and keep the cap on for all of this. Who knows, this may just be my new thing. I mean, like I said, right now we've kind of been reduced to where we can go and everything else, so I've been more and more just wearing these around the house, pretending I can go out somewhere and do some stuff, but in reality, with a 9-month-old little boy, I'm not going to be out everywhere. Not that I'm worried about taking chances so much as just there's no point in taking him out somewhere where we have to put masks on and then he gets scared of us. So, without further ado, let's get started shaving. Now, I had already lathered this in the bowl, and just painting it on here looks like I didn't put enough water in there. So, or maybe I just whipped it up a little too long. So, it might be just a little bit of water adding going on here. Oh, yeah, definitely. We're going to see how hard this first pass is going to be to do with this cap on. I think I can do it. I haven't even practiced off camera other than just going like such, so we will see. If I have to abandon the cap for the first pass like the last time, so be it. That cap was a little more easy to maneuver and I took it off, so this one, a little bit more of an obstacle, but I'm going to try and get through it. Some of that just needs to go back in the bowl. Yeah. For the most part, I like to shave every day, but I shaved before we took my kids out trick-or-treating Saturday night, and it was really cold, so not the best of ideas. And you know, I had just a little bit of wind burn on top of just shaving, after just shaving, so I figured hell with it. I don't have to work till Tuesday. I'm just going to leave it alone. 3 days growth isn't going to kill anybody. And I will be doing some cleanup in the hard to get to spots with the DE today, so I'm just kind of forewarning you. I'm still a work in progress. I'm trying, like I said, to carry that baby blanket a little less every time, but with some of the grain passes, I'm not gonna take any chances, especially on the day I gotta work. So, alright. Hit the Allen block real quick, and we'll see if we can do this. Hopefully I got that hydrated enough. You know what? It always seems like by the third pass or second pass I've got the soap dialed in exactly where it needs to be, and that's pretty shitty considering I used a bowl to lather it. But here we go, guys. Yep, Rusty's doing his job. Alright, so let's see how this mustache bit goes. Not quite sure why my hand's shaking, so for that part, I think very quickly, while we're here, like I opened up is it. Alright, so hopefully that's it for the AE right there. Cool. Alright, back to Trusty. Switch hands for the rest. It's just a bit too hard of an angle to try and get bass backwards. So you didn't hit that spot enough with the Allen block. Stop, little shit. a spot with the DE, and then we're going to call this pass finished. In case any of you are wondering, this is a double open comb I've got on my Parker 98R handle. It is a pretty aggressive shave, so that's why I'm only using it for just a little bit of the with the grain pass and a little bit of the against. I'm not going to use it going across because that's going to be too much exposure to the face with this thing, but it does a good job getting to the hard to get to spots. Huh, how the hell did I miss that? So, at any rate, let's wipe the face, get ready for pass number 2. Alright, so, I think, given the fact that this stuff was pretty dry on the last pass, throw just a little more water in the bowl, stir this up. I'd say that definitely looks creamy. Can't really get it focused in for you guys to see it, but just take my word. So yeah, as far as some of these weepers go, I've got to be like one of the most heavy bloodletting straight razor shavers. And I mean, I'm new obviously, but still, given the fact of how weak my skin is, I bleed easy. So if I ever became a professional wrestler, Vince McMahon would love to use me for the bloody guy, because it wouldn't take much. Guy wouldn't even have to hide a razor blade. Alright, should be good enough to get started on pass number 2. Alright. So, seeing as how I live in probably the most unpredictable weather this side of hell, which is Ohio, we had snow yesterday, or no, Sunday. There was snow on the ground yesterday, but snowed Sunday night. And it was chilly yesterday. Today, We have a high of 55, which, hey, you know, great. But it's supposed to be in the 70s later this week. Now, for you who either know me well personally or watch my channel, you know that I'm a chubby guy and I don't handle heat very well. So, I mean, not that I'm looking forward to a frigid, you know, cold winter where a polar bear's sneaking into my fridge to keep warm, but at the same time, you know, 60s, 70s, I can deal with that all day long. Put it in the, you know, 80s, 90s, and John's hiding. But given that it is going to be warm enough, my wife and I are going to be heading out to do a little bit of renovation to my chimney, which, I mean, we just have to straighten it out. We have one of the pipes that go through the actual chimney itself, and the pipe's bending just a little bit, so we're going to brace it so that it's back up to straight up and down. Not that it wouldn't survive the winter, but just gives me more of a warm and fuzzy, no pun intended there. So yeah, you can definitely hear the feedback on this razor. And this is just a, you know, a crown blade, I believe. I just put it in here. Yeah, crown. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why. I mean, I know one of the reasons why I always have trouble with bleeding is being a disabled vet and being on some meds for a screwed up back. I mean, I'm obviously not on any controlled substances pain-wise, but you know, you take enough anti-inflammatories, your blood is a lot thinner, so if you do end up getting cut, you're going to bleed a lot more, and that's obviously one of the reasons why you see me bleeding a lot. Some people would get a nick and it would just kind of show up like, oh well, no big deal. But unfortunately on me, it turns out to be a bigger deal. So, just more of a pain in the ass to stop bleeding. Not that it hurts anymore. There are some times where I don't have a bit of pain after a shave and I see I'm bleeding all over the place, just from little weepers. But having thinner blood, you're obviously going to bleed more. So, I mean, it's my cross to bear, I guess. I guess I'd rather not be in pain than to be, you know, and have thicker blood. I mean, I wouldn't wish bad back on anybody, especially, you know, after some of the stuff that I had to haul around in the military, you know, carrying all kinds of heavy radar equipment and stuff on my shoulder from like a hangar bay level to the flight deck of an aircraft carrier. That stuff can get to be taxing on you real quick. So, yeah, I wouldn't wish the bad back that I have on anyone. So, might as well go over that one more time. I probably will do just a little bit under the jawline stuff with the DE as well, just if the straight doesn't get it, which, I mean, I'm not going to be too crazy about it. As long as the chin and the mustache are good, I could give two shits. So, without further ado, damn it, every time. So hopefully some of you guys have some good mail calls coming soon. I always look forward to seeing some of you guys on your Instagram or your unboxing videos, depending on if you guys do that sort of thing. So, alright, here we go, across the grain. Clean up some of that stuff. Oh shit, I forgot to get near the chin. Not quite sure why the hand's shaking right now. Yep, nothing's gonna get caught on the mask, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm just going to paint just a little bit more on there, and we're just going to clean the inside up with that DE, because I definitely don't want to go over that too much. So which one was it in Charlie Brown that carried the baby blanket? Linus? If that's who it was. Perfect. Yeah, this DE is a hell of a lot more aggressive than any that I've used before, so usually it's just one or two kisses and that spot's good to go because of how much blade exposure you have. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll try and... oh wait, there's the lens. My hand behind it. It's not doing any good. Any which way. You can definitely see there's a hell of a lot of blade exposure there, and just as opposed to me trying to get too aggressive changing directions with the straight razor and potentially opening up more weepers, if you will, because Lord knows if I have one, it's going to look like I was a stuck pig. So now, I know a lot of people have already profiled SoCal Hipster, so there's no point in me sitting there going crazy telling you about the notes or anything else, but this smell is just, it's very pleasant. I mean, it reminds you of something you would definitely, like some sort of a beachside cocktail type thing that you would get. That's one of the best ways I can describe it. It's a very pleasant smell, and Peter hit a home run with it. That's about the main thing that I can say. So, at any rate, I'm glad we survived the whole shave with the hat. I didn't have to abandon it. Like I said, this might start to become a mainstay for me, because I'm losing my hair, whether you guys can see it or not, and I don't know, at some point, maybe next spring, I might start shaving the head, at least during the warm months. I went bald for about a year and a half, and that was one of the first times that I ever felt physical pain from being cold. And that was even wearing like a cap or anything else. So, I don't know that I'm going to be going bald anytime in the immediate future. So, I forgot to grab the Thayers, so we'll splash some of it on. I definitely feel one little spot. Damn it. And I already took the DE apart. Hopefully. Great job, Rusty. Way to come through in the clutch. Trusty Rusty, everybody. So, like I said, hit the witch hazel. And we will go straight to the matching splash. Give that a quick shake. Let it breathe a second. Alright, well, now that I've gone over one of my higher time limits, I got a little boy to check on. You guys keep the shaves clean and keep them wet. Later, guys.